Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 4 of our Medieval Dynasty Season 2. Today we're going to start off by trying to make a sail run and see if we can't get some kind of an extractor for our village to get us some logs. And we're going to work on continuing to build up a little bit. We also need to go ahead and get the rye planted for quest progression as well as money-making reasons. And yeah, past that, we're just going to keep building up and seeing if we can't get some more people, maybe do some questing to get some more dynasty points. So if you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty, here we are. It is still dark, so I don't know that we really want to head out straight away for, the sail run. I think that might not be the smartest plan. I think we're probably going to want to, get ourselves... Why is my mouse cord being a pain in my ass? Alright, there we go. Sorry. But I think we're going to want to actually get started on the field a little bit and take advantage of this dark time. I don't really want to run all the way up there because I don't think it's going to be daylight by the time we get there. So we're going to try and do some things to get us better situated. Do I still have the rye on me? I do still have the rye on me. So we need the stone... Nope, the wooden hose. And I think 3 is going to be enough. It might not. If it's not, we can always make more. But I think as far as wooden hose go, that might be enough. So we're going to put these guys in 7, and we're going to put our bag in 8. Alright. So let's go ahead and creep around here. There we go. So if we line ourselves up south, we should be able to do this in the dark with only a little bit of struggle, instead of a whole lot of struggle. And this is going to get us more points too for farming, which hopefully we can get up enough that we can make the donkey super useful when we unlock it. As we are well on our way up the farming tree to unlocking the donkey. Hey Stesso, what's shaking, bacon? Missed you last night. I'm assuming you actually got some sleep for once? Good. I'm happy for you. I mean, we missed you, but I'm happy that you actually got some sleep. That's important. So I know you were kind of at wit's end the night before. I know my cat has decided that we are now nocturnal. I don't know what her issue is. I would say she's in heat, but she's fixed, so that's not it. Also, it's the first time she's done this, and she's 9. And I've had her since she was a couple weeks old, so I'm pretty sure it's not that. I have no earthly clue what her issue is. Other than, I don't know, it's been what? It's So it's been 2 months, maybe 3, since her brother died. Maybe it has something to do with that. I miss him. He was my little buddy. I know you're not supposed to have favorite pets, but honestly, between the two of them, he was my favorite. He was a 22-pound cat, and he wasn't chonky. He was just big. But she's the one that I can't let in while I'm streaming, or she assumes I'm talking to her, and she will talk back. She will meow back at me. So when I'm playing games with friends, I have to make sure that she's either asleep or not in the room, because if I try to talk through voice, she will also talk. And with Discord, it's not as bad. It doesn't always pick her up, but unfortunately, OSB doesn't have the same caliber of voice recognition, so it has a tendency to pick up everything through the mic. Like, occasionally you can hear the AC unit or me bump the desk or stuff like that through the mic, and I'm afraid that if she was in here yowling, that would be all that you guys heard. She means well, but yeah. Oh wait, was that the end of it? Oh, okay. I'll take it. Oh, I forgot to grab fertilizer, because I'm silly. We're doing up the field now so that we actually get it done, because we missed our cabbage season completely. But I want to make sure that, one, we get the rye done, but I also want to use our time wisely since it's nighttime, so that we can get some work done and not just be standing around waiting at the villages. Yeah, she does need to go to the vet. She is due for a shot. I have no earthly clue why I bother with rabies shots for her. She's an entirely indoor cat. But I get them anyway. I guess it's probably not a bad idea if we get a mouse or another bat that makes its way into the house. She'll be protected. But maybe I'll have him look at her when I take her in. She could just be feeling her oats, too. I mean, she's an odd one. She's black, but she's a Siamese mixed breed. Like, she's not a purebred or anything. I adopted 2 black cats from the shelter as kittens, because black cats are statistically the least adopted animals. So I found them from a kill shelter and adopted both of them. I say they're brother and sister. They were born about the same time. I think they were only like a week or 2 apart, but they were different litters. And they were both fixed, so it wasn't an issue. But, yeah, she's got Siamese in her, that's for sure. You can tell by her eye shape and her muzzle shape. And she does this cute thing every time she yawns where she crosses her eyes. It's actually quite adorable. I do love cats. I like dogs, but I love cats. I had a lizard once upon a time, too. It was a Mallee or a Mastix, which is not a common pet lizard, but it's a desert lizard, so it was super easy to take care of. You didn't get the stink like you do with the ones that need humidity. He actually needed it dry, so that worked out really well for me. But I had him for a number of years as well. The downside was his breed was supposed to live about 50 years, but we had a power outage on a Sunday, and I couldn't get a... once the power came back up, it popped his heat bulb, and I couldn't find a replacement on a Sunday, and so he was cold, but he was still alive. But when I did get the replacement on Monday, he sat on his heat rock too long and cooked himself. I was super sad about that. I think I've gotten completely turned around here. Yes, I have. 15 female, most love the faces on cats. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's just something about cats. I don't know what it is. My last cat, actually I think it was the cat before that. I had one when I was a kid. I think I was 5 or 6 when we adopted her. And her family, her litter, and the mother died in a house fire, but she was the runt and hadn't opened her eyes yet. And so she was the only one that didn't run into the fire trying to get away from the fire because she didn't know which way to go. So my aunt at the time worked for a humane society. So we got her because she needed quite a bit of care. She needed to be bottle fed and whatnot. She was still that young. Her eyes were, I think they opened like the day before we got her. And she lived to be 22. I took really good care of her, and that's amazing for a runt. But she was my friend for a very long time. She was a nasty piece of work of a cat, though. She was super mean to everybody except for me. I don't know if she thought I was her mom because I bottle fed her and grew up with her or what, but she was always super chill with me, but anybody else, and she was just a vicious piece of work. But I loved her dearly. The real problem with her wasn't even that she was mean. It was that she didn't have any tells. Like most animals, you can tell if they're about to bite you or if they're going to be aggressive by body language and behavior and whatnot. And she had no tells. She'd be rubbing on people and purring and then just bite the hell out of them and then run away. All the while purring. Like you had no clue it was coming. There was no ears flattening. There was no tail swishing. Nothing. Just from 0 to hateful in half a second. And I have to admit, I did get a bit of a perverse joy out of that because she never did it to me. She was always super nice to me. Alrighty. The sun is coming up, so hopefully we can get this done quick-like and get ourselves over to hopefully find an extractor. We still need somebody to extract for our wood. And we did get a farming level, and I think we might have gotten the donkey unlocked. I wasn't really paying attention. I was in story mode. I would look, but we'll probably get more XP before the end of this, so we may as well just keep going. I don't know if 3 hoes is going to handle this. I think we still have 1 bag left, but I don't know if we have any extra hose or not. Although 1 bag's probably not going to be enough to do the whole field. So we might need to bag a deer. So I don't know that we have any extra leather at the moment. But at the very least we've got the lion's share of the work finished here. The weird part's going to be we're actually going to wind up moving the extractor into the farmer's house, just because it's the only other house that we have up at the moment. Yeah, we didn't have enough hose. That's a problem. Oh, that was a weird hitch. Maybe we can get lucky with the deer over here? Alright, we can't do that yet. We really need to work on getting more hunting experience so that we can highlight animals. I would unlock the stone hoe, but honestly I don't know that it's really going to be worth it when we can unlock copper at this point. I think that might be the better way to do it. So fine. I know the copper hose are going to help quite a bit. And I forgot to put my hand there before we made it. So let's see. That one. This is a necessary one for the mounts, because it's what allows you to call them to you. So that one is definitely next on our list. And then our tech. Did we actually unlock? No, we got the excavation shed. No, that's not right. We were doing farming. Yeah, we did. We got the donkey shelter. We can buy a donkey. That's going to make life so much better. And I still forgot to equip the item. There we go. And we've got our winter gear on already, and we're not overheating in the summer, so we should be fine. Or in the fall, rather. So we should be fine for the monthly, or the season transition. And I think, I thought that we needed both points to be okay with the fur in the summer, but we'll check and see. Maybe we only need 1 point in it. But that way we don't have to worry about putting on or taking off clothing seasonally. We can just leave it be, because I'm lazy. We are going to have to take a water break here soon, though. We still need to build a well. That's something else that we need to work on. And we still need to sow the field. That should give us up to 40 build capacity, which will be really nice. Because 60 was the original cap. So that puts us 2/3 of the way to the original cap and gives us quite a bit of freedom. Especially since we don't have a lot of the other buildings unlocked yet. So it'll let us build most of what we need. I really, really need to get somebody for the wood, though. I think what we're going to do is, I'm actually going to do that now. We're going to head to town, and we will work on planting when we get back. Now, how are we doing on the simple bags? Do we not have any? We have 1. We are going to need another one. Do we have any leather? Oh, we have just enough leather to make a second one. So hopefully that will work out for us. But we can put the hose back. We don't need those anymore. And we've got some of the knives on us. Do we have all of the knives on us or just some of them? So, stone knives. Looks like we have all of the stone knives on us. Do we have anything else that we want to sell? Doesn't really look like it. We could take these. Because we're not going to fool around with that hut, so... Okay, let's do that. Let's go ahead and head to town. How are we doing on feathers? Okay, all of our feathers are on us, so that works. So let's go ahead and head up to the northern towns. Map? There we go. We'll start in Rolnica. And see if we can't find an extractor and get that settled right away. And then we'll come back and sow the field. Because I really, 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 really want to get some wood income. Alright, we needed a drink. And a bath, it looks like. So we want them to actually be willing to deal with us. If you get dirty enough, they will stop treating with you. There we go. Okay, so let's move our point. There we go. Well, we should probably grab some rocks while we're over here. Couldn't hurt. I need to stop making knives out of everything, though, because we don't have the excavation shed up yet. We did just unlock it, but we don't have anybody to man it. That'll probably be our next step, is to get a steady supply of rocks for buildings, for houses in particular. Now, if I remember right, there's possibly some wolves through here. And we have to be on the lookout because we can't highlight animals yet. So we have to actually be fairly careful about watching our surroundings. Hello. Ah, what a waste. And that's the only thing here. Oh, no. Oh, the flour we can sell. We'll sell the wheat as well, but it's not going to be worth a terrible lot. Okay, looks like we got out of there just fine. Oh, that's something else. If we have the money, I'm going to buy us a scythe while we're up here. Because I refuse to do another round with the sickle on the fields. I don't mind if the NPCs do, but I'm not going to. Even if we have to buy it, which we do because we don't have access to bronze yet. But I am not doing that again.
How have you been? I've been a vendor since before you could walk.
Okay, so let's sell you this flour and the feather and the fur. And why do I still have 6 leather? I thought that we... I don't know what's going on. I thought that we only had 3. I guess just go with it. S, 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 S. Oh no! He doesn't have access to it. Oh, we're gonna have to use the sickle again. Gross. Okay, she's got a 2. She's got a 1. Neither of you are particularly stunning examples of what we are after. Do you have any 3s? You do have a 3 in farming. And you don't have any 3s. Disappointing. Piggies! We're gonna have to come back over here shortly. Because we do have access to the pigs now. We just haven't built the hut yet. We have so many buildings that we need to build. But we have to scramble so much to get wood. That's why I want to get started on one of them. We need an extractor for the woodcutter's hut. So that is our biggest holdback right now. That and stones, which is why I'm grabbing these. So we're going to need a whole bunch of stones as well for... these are probably going to go towards knives. But we're going to need a bunch of stones as well for housing. Because we're not even going to bother with the... Well, I guess, you know, until we unlock the 3rd tier house, there's no real point in making stone houses. Because we're just going to tear them back down later. So, maybe, maybe that'll help us go a little bit easier on stones. I'm kind of sorry I didn't think of that sooner. Well, we do need a well. I don't want to use all of these for knives because we do need a well still. Another well doesn't take any stone, though. That's right, I remember being surprised by that because I expected it to, well, take stone. Most wells do. How are we this dirty again already? We just had a bath! Is this seriously not deep enough to clean us? There we go. Here's hoping we get somebody useful at this village. So we're actually in a pretty good line to get back home if we get somebody useful here. And who knows, we might actually get 2 extractors. If we do, provided they're male and female, we will hire on both of them. And hold one in reserve for the other one. Lesnica, probably. Donkeys! I'll be back for you soon. Holy stats! Look at this guy! He's got a 3 in friggin' everything, except for smithing. And she has a 3 in extraction as well. We're taking both of these.
How are you?
If it'll let us. Boop. Boop. And... Oh, no. Back. There we go. Okay, so we just got 2 fantastic people. I can't believe his stats. Look at that. That's crazy. For just some rando? Look at hers are huge too. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I guess just go with it. Right? It basically is. He's 1 point away from being a perfect hobo. No, not the farm shed. Come on, Seg. We want him in the woodshed. And then we're going to put her in the same house as him, which is easy to find because there's only one house right now. Boop. And then where could we put her? She does have production, and she's got hunting. Let's put her in the hunting shack, actually. I want to move her to extraction at the first available chance. So once we get that up, we will move her right away. But for now, let's put her in the hunting lodge, just so that she's somewhere useful. Oh shit, I didn't even think about water. We still need to get a workshop up so that we can make some buckets. Can we buy buckets from anybody here? I don't think so, but I've been wrong before.
Be welcome, my wares never disappoint.
No buckets.
Stranger. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's a problem. Huh. They're gonna lose a little bit of happiness until we get some of that working. I think we need some sticks, and that'll lower our over encumbrance. I think we have too many rocks at the moment. I don't necessarily want to use all of the rocks. I want to keep some of them back for building purposes, but I do want to get unoverburdened, if you would. Close enough. Now we are going to move them out of this house eventually once we get farmers. And he could well be a farmer too with the stats that he's got, but for now we're just going to go with him as a producer. Because that gives us 2 producers, which means as long as they're both, you know, producing, they will gain levels and their child will be amazing. Hey, free 90 coins. We'll take it. Logs and planks, can't hurt. I think we're actually going to beat them home. I'm surprised that it's not yelling at us about the hunter shack not having any knives. That's one of the reasons that I didn't necessarily sell what we'd already made. Because I plan on dumping them into the hunting, or into storage for the hunters. But we are definitely going to have her set on meat right away. We'll worry about leather later. But right now we don't have much in the way of replenishable food. We have to do all the hunting ourselves. So we're going to try and get them set up on that. We do have a trap down, but it really doesn't supply that much meat in the grand scheme of things. So let's see how big this well is going to be. No, it counts as extraction, doesn't it? Yeah. That's not too terrible. You know, we could always put it up against... Actually, we'd probably put it back in here. No, no. But I wouldn't mind having something like this. Originally, I was going to put it in the very middle, but something like this probably isn't a terrible idea. Ah, I turned at the last moment. Okay, so we want to be facing east. I don't want to block any entrances or exits either, though. So we do something like that. It's kind of in the way. You know what? It'll do. It'll do. Hey, Obadiah. A hunter and a woodcutter are a huge help. Yes, they are. I really want a farmer to work the field for me as well, but for now, I believe that those are going to be stronger plays at the moment as far as things that we need. I do need to get on getting us some means to get water, though. That is going to be a very large priority, which is why we're building the the well. The problem is I also need to build a workshop so that we can make buckets for the well, because currently we don't have any. Oh, that's why nothing showed up. I forgot to actually manage the buildings. That's my fault. Not the well. There's nobody in the well. We need to go all in on logs right now. I can make the firewood ourselves. I can make everything else ourselves. We just need to get those logs coming in. And then in hunting, we're going to go all in on meat. The leather would be nice, but we can hunt for ourselves. We need to make sure that we have enough food coming in for everybody. Although that is a lot of meat. Yeah, but just cooked meat on its own doesn't give much. So we'll just go with that for now. So 2 durability per, that's 100 durability each day. And how much does a regular stone knife have? It has 50, so that's 2 stone knives a day at least out of her. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that as well. And then with him, oh shit, we gave him all of the axes, so we're going to have to make sure to get some rocks here real quick to make ourselves a backup axe, because this one is like 1 swing from breaking. Maybe 2. That should be plenty. Yeah, it's almost enough for 2 of them. Sweet. So we get that well up. We can already make planks. So our next big goal after the well is going to be to build... Woo! That log got a little spicy, didn't he? Oh, sweet, an extraction level. Never a bad thing. Oh, that stump over there looks like a person squatted down. The one right where the cursor is. Out of the corner of my eye, it looked like a person crouched. I was like, what the hell? It kind of scared me. I almost shot a stump with an arrow. I really, really, really don't trust the bandits anymore. They do some sneaky, sneaky things. That, and they don't talk or anything, so the only tell that you get are their footsteps, and you don't get that until they're relatively close. I wish that they would give them, like, some kind of voice lines like they do, like, with the animals growling and whatnot, just so you have some warning that it's coming before they're right on top of you and demolishing you. Because they take no prisoners. When they start falling from the sky, yeah, that was kind of fantastic. It was raining bandits. Alrighty. I have no idea how many logs we collected. I was not paying any attention. Apparently enough. We should have some extra straw. Oh, that was him. Did we save back? Yes, we did save back some straw. Excellent. Sometimes I plan ahead. There we go. So we have a functioning well. Now we just need a place to make our buckets. So we're going to go ahead and put it here. Build buildings, we want production, and we want the workshop. So we're going to face as close to perfectly east as we can get. We're going to line up our ramps like so, and then just crab walk over till it goes green. I like that. Ah, that workshop is much smaller than I remember it being, to be completely honest. I could have sworn that building was much bigger. I guess just go with it. Oh, hey. There's some free rocks. Not very many, but they give us some limestone, too, that we don't really need just yet. 1 rock. Are you kidding me? These are so depressing. You get more rock out of the ores in the caves. Wow. Well, we got 6. Is that enough to finish off what we were doing? It might be. Nope. Because of course we're too shy. We're always something shy. We're not allowed to have nice things. It's just not allowed. Come on, I just need 1 rock. Just 1. Aha! And some plantain on top of it. I don't know. We're starting to get quite a bit of plantain. I might have to start putting some in storage here soon. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I do want to keep on hand enough for at least a full health bar. Ah, we're 1 log shy. I think we're going to leave the stumps along here because I kind of like the idea of the trees along the way. No, we don't have the extraction shed up yet. We're still super early. This is our first fall. And we're building in a really flat area, and it's not a bad area. The big downside is there's not a lot of trees around here, and what trees there are all birch, so we're only getting 2 logs apiece. So it's been kind of slow as far as building goes just because of that. I mean, we're making progress, but it's not super fast. Although I guess realistically, to have a village this big in the first fall of the year, of the beginning of the game, isn't actually bad at all. We're actually off to a really good start. It's just not what I was hoping for just yet. I forgot that the initial stage of this building doesn't have walls. I thought that we still had a bunch of stuff that we had, like, I thought we were going to need to go back for a crap ton more logs. I completely forgot that it doesn't start with walls. So that was a happy accident. You know, we may as well grab an extra one because we're going to need the planks too. To get those buckets going. There we go. Alright, we do need a couple more rocks to build a new axe. Because this one's about had the weenie. And I think some oh no, we have way too many sticks. We're fine on sticks. So let's go ahead and build ourselves an extra axe all for now. Is that a bird I heard? No. Get me all excited like that. Alright, so this should finish the workshop for us. Which will let us make buckets. Excellent. Oh, that's right. In the initial stage, you can't make any pottery. Hey, James. What's going on, man? Alright, I'm going to make us a bunch more buckets than we really need, just so I don't have to constantly keep cycling them out in the beginning. That way we can more or less ignore them and only get into them when we absolutely have to. I forgot that you have to actually unlock the bucket recipe, but that's okay. Alright, then we should be able to get some water here. It's going to save us a lot of time running all the way down to the water, too. One thing that we do still need to do is get ourselves a bathing tub up here as well. I'm wondering if we can't stick it, like, over here in the alleyway. So we have to be careful. It can't go past this, or the house won't fit. But I think we should be able to ninja one in here. Not storage, is service? No, it's not under buildings. There we go. There we go. So we need 6 planks for that. And we just used all of our planks, because of course we did. So we're going to have to go and get some more logs. That's not a huge deal. I didn't put the water in here. Water doesn't even go in there. It goes over here. So there we go. That should get rid of all of the needs of the villagers currently. So that puts us in a really good spot. So we've got plenty of food, and now they've got water. Firewood's going to be an issue. We're going to have to grab some extra logs to get them some firewood. But that's not a huge deal. We are in fall going into winter, so we're going to have to remember when you're making firewood for your villagers that the amounts that they show you in spring and fall are 100% usage, and in summer they use 50%, and in winter they use 150%. So you really want to get your values from your spring and fall, and to do your calculation for how much firewood they'll need year-round. So you take whatever they need for the day and then multiply it by 12, because there's 3 days per season, 4 seasons per year. And that'll give you your amount of firewood that you actually need. If you are in summer, or if you're in winter, remember that you're going to have to either multiply it by 2 or divide it by 3 in order to get the right value. Alright, free plank. Hey, cherry tree sapling. We'll actually keep that. So that's what our orchard's going to be, is cherries. Once we get to it. I'm not in a huge hurry to do it because we can't do anything with it until we get to the tavern. So it's not really a priority to get the orchard up, but it's at least one sapling that we don't have to buy. You know what? We can turn a bunch of our sticks into money now, too, because we've got the, oh, sweet, fishing hut. Totally didn't want that. But we can turn our sticks into ladles now, and or spoons. I'm not entirely sure which one we'll go with, but for additional money. So that's kind of a happy place to be. Yeah, I know, I keep kicking you off this. Why don't you go chop logs like I asked, instead of fooling around with the planks, yeah? Sweet. That should be enough for us to be able to build the wash bin. Nope. Because of course not. Oh wait, didn't we have an extra plank in here? I think we only had one. No. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did. And we've already got 41 logs out of him? Seriously? 41 logs? How many logs is this man chopping? $60. Alright. It's really good to be back to Medieval Dynasty. I was not expecting it to be that useful because I was still used to Sengoku Dynasty's settings where it's like, oh, we're not going to get crap for logs out of this. We're going to need like 4 of these guys. But no, that's actually awesome. That puts us in great shape. I am very happy. Alright. Oh, wow. Yeah, we can put you pretty much anywhere, can't we? How about right there? That works. And then we'll steal one of these buckets of water that we put in here. And we will utilize it to... Nope, nope, nope. And I only want the one. So we'll use it to fill this. I think it takes 3. Yeah. I suppose we could have just grabbed 3 buckets, but oh well. But this will make it so that we don't have to actually go down to the stream every time we need something. Perfect. We refill this and put it in for drinking water again, and we should be good. Turtle. Alright. Now, I'm going to put these extra seeds over here for now, and we're going to have to actually sow the field. Let's see here. We do have some extra leather. I don't know where we got it, but we have it, so we're just going to go with it, in case we need some for an extra bag. And we'll put our stones and our sticks in here. So that's going to go a long way with the amount of wood that we got towards helping us craft he scared me there for a minute. He is one of ours, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's going to go a long way towards helping us build. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to put the excavation shed behind this. Because, well, no, because I was going to do housing over there. Maybe we'll put it back behind this next to the hunting shed here. Like right here, maybe? Because it is a long, thin building. Just because we're not actually going to have to interact with the building much at all except for repairs. Once we assign people to it, there's nothing really to interact or craft in there, so it's just going to be a thing. So we'll just keep it hidden like we did the hunting building, because once we get the access to the copper arrows, we won't be using the hunting building at all either in person. So let's go ahead and check. Wrong button. Let's check what we need for firewood. So it looks like our demand is 34. So if we take 34 divided by 20 is actually 1.5, well, just over 1.5, so we'll call it 2. So we'll say that we need 2 logs worth per day. So that's 24 logs worth of firewood that we need for the year. Alright, easy enough. We'll just take 24 and then worry about it next year. It's half of our logs, which is unfortunate, but it'll save us time and effort, so. And thankfully we're not going to be here all damn day with this. It's just going to be one series of the craft. There we go. So now if we dump this in there, how's that look? Oh yeah, we're in great shape. Okay. So we do need an excavation shed so that we can pull her off of hunting and put her on that for now. So let's go ahead and get that built over here. Forgot to check and see how we were doing on food. I think we're okay on food. We should have had enough cooked meat in there that we should be alright with food. Yeah, right, because that's where the house is going to go. I got to stop getting confused with that. Extraction and excavation shed. We're going to face as close to perfectly east as we can get. And we're going to get it to where it's red this way. Yep. And we're going to swing it over. Yep. Right there. Right like that. Alright, we need 8 stones. We're just going to get them out of storage. I'm not going to fool around with this one. I think we're going to have to make a run down to the river for straw, though. I don't think that we have enough straw to handle this. So we're going to need 8 stones. We're going to need a crap ton of sticks. I don't know that I want to take them all. Probably take like 90. And then we're going to need... what we have, the straw is not going to be enough. Logs. Logs, dumbass. I always forget something. I'm like that in real life, too. Every time that I try to leave my house, I get all the way down to the car and sometimes to the end of the driveway before I realize what I've forgotten. But every single time that I try to leave the house, I forget something. Oh, we don't actually need sticks for this, it doesn't look like. And we're stuck. Where's our unstuck? There he is. I didn't realize it only used logs for this. That's, good and bad. Means that we needed way more logs than we had. We'll make it work, though. We always do. Alright, you know what? Let's go for the straw first. Should probably eat something. There we go. And we can actually steal some logs from over here and not have to take from our own backyard, as it were, for the remainder. Oh, poop. We're also going to have to make some pickaxes. Because, yeah, we're going to need those for her to get stone for us. I'd like to grab around 100, I think. It shouldn't take too awful long. But, I don't think 30 is really going to be... like, it's going to be enough for what we need right now, but I really don't want to have to run over here every time that we build a new building. I am anxious to get some of the other stuff that we want up and running. Like, I want to get a storage outside of the other mine, or outside of the cave, and possibly a smithy up there for refining and for making pickaxes when things go belly up. But I also want to make sure that we're solvent at home first. Okay, I pulled a lot more than 100. Let's go for 150. There we go. There we go. Alright, we may as well turn the rest of our leather right now into simple bags. So we do need those. We also need to get a tailor up and going. But I figured the secondary extraction is going to be more important than the tailor for the moment, for the time being. God, that is way closer to the road than I was hoping. I really should have gauged that better. We're going to have to get creative for some of this other stuff. Right. We were building a building. And I forgot to grab logs while we were over there. Because of course I did. Alright, well, let's put this, Do we have a spare axe? Stone. Yes we do. But we do need a couple of pickaxes for her. So let's see what we've got for stones on us. We've got some. Let's do... Right, it takes logs for pickaxes, because of course it does. Why wouldn't it? Alright, well, we can put the sticks away since we know we don't need them. Our stone knife's in decent shape, and we put the straw in finally. There we go. Alright, let's head back across for some logs. I don't want to completely demolish. We've already deforested most of this area. I don't want to make it too much worse. How close are we on hunting levels? So we need... Oh, that's technology. Genius. We want actual hunting. So we're close. We need about 100 XP again, and that'll give us our tracker, which will make our lives so much easier for both avoiding danger and for actually hunting. You know, the tracker actually makes it easy to hunt at night, whereas right now it's not super easy to hunt at night. Uh-huh, I saw you try. Okay. You really gotta watch the logs. They really are out to get you. That is a thing. Trees in this game are very dangerous. I thought there was another tree behind me, but I guess not. Yeah, no, these are all stumps. Alright, well, let's hope that's enough. We've got 10 logs. There's a rock. So we are going to need some rocks for at least one of the pickaxes. I'm not entirely sure how much durability she's going to swing in a day. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think 10 was enough. Nope. Oh, maybe. It's going to be really, really close. Yeah, we are going to wind up with one pickaxe. I was kind of hoping that it would be more than that, but... Well, we're not even going to wind up with one until we get more rocks. But I think we have more rocks in storage, so that's not a huge deal. We got some limestone. Yeah, we got some stone. No bigs. Okay, and I don't know why I keep going into the inventory to craft. I know better. Okay, so we'll put that in there, and then we will be able to get her assigned. Ours is almost broke, but we're not using it a terrible lot at the moment, so I'm not too worried about that. So let's go ahead and swap your job. You're done hunting. You're going to the excavation shed, lady. You've been exiled to the excavation shed. Alright, we're going all in on rock. So that's 2 durability per. And how many are we going to get a day? 32. So we'll say 33 because you should always round up for things like this. So we're going to need 66 durability a day. And how much is the base durability of a pickaxe? It is 50. So she's going to need more than a pickaxe a day. That's going to be a mild problem. Especially as we don't have anybody making pickaxes yet. So let's grab some more logs. And make a couple of extras like we did with the knives. Just to get her set up for a couple of days so that we don't have to completely babysit. I don't know how that didn't hit me. It really should have. I knew I was gambling based on where I was standing. And it, yeah, like, it must have, like, grazed my nose. Because that should have bonked me right on the head. Oh, here, we can finish breaking our pickaxe. I could have sworn I saw something go running across the screen there. It's probably a rabbit, but it kind of spooked me. We do have some rocks over here, so that's going to help a little bit. We do have some in storage that we could use, but with these right here, there's no reason not to grab them and use them. It wouldn't hurt to get ourselves an extra axe as well, with ours being almost done. I guess it's not, well, it's half. But with the stone axes, you go through them very, very quickly, especially when you're used to dealing with iron. The stone stuff is laughable. When you're used to 500 durability and not 50. Yep. So let's go ahead and make as many pickaxes as we can, and then we will use the remainder. Oh, well, I guess we ran out of rocks anyway. I was going to use the remainder of the rocks for an axe. Because we're probably going to need some spare axes as well for, what's-his-face, in the lumber shed. Because all of those stone knives are no longer required. We don't have anybody in the hunting shed. And we'll try and fix that, but we still need to build another house first. And I was kind of hoping to hold off on another house until we had access to the third tier of housing, but that might not be an option. I don't think, though, that we're going to make any of the new houses out of stone until they are tier 3. I feel like that's going to kind of be a waste of stone, because we're just going to tear them down and rebuild them anyway. So we may as well just wait on that. We'll just make them the base material, just to get them up. Also, it's a lot easier to get sticks than it is rocks for us at the moment. Although that may have just changed. I mean, we do have that excavation shed up, so that might make life easier. Alrighty, Obadiah. Have a good night, man. Or day, whatever time it is where you're at. What? You use the axe, not your fist. Come on, man. There we are. Okay, so this should keep her in for a while. She's going to use 2 a day. So this should give us at least a season before we have to worry about it. Did we keep enough stones back to get an axe? We did not. So we're going to need more stones. We have really, really picked this area clean, haven't we? I don't see a lot of stumps through here, though. Oh, here they are. They're all right in front of me. You know what, grabbing these stick bushes probably isn't a bad idea. Because we do need sticks for the axes as well. And any excess sticks are just going to make us money when the sun comes up, so we'll just go with it. We should really work on getting a donkey shed up soonish. And a pig sty is going to be very important as well. That's enough for an axe. That's alright. That's our backup. I was hoping to make some extra for Forestry Boy, but that's okay. So let's throw these extra pickaxes in for her. We're going to keep one out for ourselves, because, you know. So that's going to go into 4. So she's got 8 to play with. That'll give her 4 days worth of work. A little more than 4 realistically, but it'll give her 4 days worth of work that we don't have to fool with her. So that's at least this season. Yeah, that'll cover tomorrow, which is the last day of the season, and the next 3 days, which is all of winter. So we won't need more for her until the beginning of spring. So that's going to put us in good shape there. We should actually go and rye the field. What you doing? You guys make me nervous when you do this late at night, just as you know. I don't trust you. Oh, right. Oh, my, yeah. Okay, that's cool. Also, now, we basically just skipped over a whole nother chapter. We're at the end of Chapter 7. We just need to build 2 more buildings. We skipped completely over Chapter 6 and 5, it looks like. Yeah. 2 more buildings and we're into Chapter 8. Isn't Chapter 8 the last chapter, or was there more than that? I honestly don't remember. I had actually forgotten that all we had to do was sow a field to get our upgrade. So I was mildly startled when I sowed and everything froze up for a second. But that's okay. This is actually a little bit easier than hoeing in the dark because you can see the outline of the seeds because of how bright they are. So it makes it a little bit easier to handle sowing in the dark. I do want to get a donkey shed up though so that we can get a donkey. And I want to get some pigsties up so that we can have some fertilizer. Although we don't have any animal feed, but at least they will leave manure in the sty itself for us to collect. Well, we are not as far through this as I thought we were. Okay. But thankfully, this will keep us occupied through the night, so we won't have to keep running back and forth for logs, because he's going to start supplying us with logs again in the morning. So hopefully that'll give us enough to build what we need, and put us in a really great spot. I am quite happy with our progress and those 2 people that we found. We are definitely going to need farmers next, though. We are just over halfway through. We could always finish off Dobroniaga's story. So that, if I remember right, that's actually a fairly short and straightforward story. And we do have the required plantains to rescue the guy. But I remember that one only being like 2 or 3 steps. Like, and one of the towns is super close to where we live, so... I don't remember what the reward for it is, though. I'm hoping it'll be Dynasty points, because we're definitely going to need those. I was hoping to get some questing done today, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not now. At least we're well set up going into winter. This is going to be nice. We've got a pretty solid setup, especially for year 1. We're not even to the end of our first year yet. We're only just over halfway through. And we've already got 13 buildings up. We've got 2 villagers that are both actually contributing to the village. I think we're in pretty good shape here. I'm not at all upset with where we're at. Did anything compost? Not yet. Yeah, I'm very happy with the way that this is going. Okay, so we still need to put up a tailor, and we still need to put up a donkey shed. Actually, I think the tailor's going to be more important than the donkey shed right this moment. Just so that we can make use of our flax that we have sitting in storage right now. Oh, right. These are sideways. Ah, gross. Trying to get this turned perfectly is going to be an issue. Can we... Because, yeah, we have to be pointed west. Whoops. To keep our line up. Oh, man. Because the best way to do it would actually be to face north. I wonder if we can get away with this. We can't really line it up this way. Well, there's a bit more of a gap there than I would have liked. And it's not lined up. Shoot. Well, I guess we can keep trying at it until we get it the way that we want it. So we know that where we were was slightly off, so let's come a little bit more this way. Okay, that one's a little bit too far back, but I'm just going to go with it. Or we're going to be here all damn day. As I am going to be a stickler for getting it straight, and it's going to drive me insane. Well, more insane anyway. Alright. That was actually a really good start. They haven't started work yet for the day, have they? No, they have not. Where did we get a random wooden bowl? Guys, what are you doing? How are we doing on food anyway? Oh yeah, we're solid on food. That's not an issue. We should, however, take some of this raw meat out of here, because she did get us some, and turn it into cooked meat for them. Well, for them and us. Where's our roasted? Roasted starts with an R. Okay. I would like to keep out 20. So we're going to put 25 in. That ought to keep him for quite a while. Alright, we'll get ourselves a drink, and we're going to have to go and chop logs because it doesn't look like they're at work yet for the day, which is okay. A little frustrating, but it's okay. That'll just give us a little bit extra once he starts going. At least we're getting the stones now too. That's going to help us quite a bit out. There it went. Doop, doop. Alright, and we got some rocks down here too, which is always a good thing. Although they're not nearly the commodity they were a few minutes ago. I keep forgetting already that we've put up the excavation shed. So I'm still treating rocks like gold, and that is not necessarily the case anymore. Oh, we are starting to get overburdened. Alright, let's go ahead and head back. So once we get this guy up, we can actually utilize our flax, which will put us quite a ways towards... Oh! Apparently the initial Taylor is also not completely enclosed. It has been a minute since I've seen the original buildings. We are up to our eyeballs in feathers again. Not that that's a bad thing, that's extra money. Did I run out of logs? No, I didn't. Which means that we have 5 extra, which is awesome. And that is the whole reason that we grabbed extra straw. Was for things like this. Oh, I still needed 1 log. 2 logs. 3 logs. Alright, well, we only have 2 extra logs, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and put our straw back. And then we need to see who's upset about what. So it looks like somebody's missing something. So... the well, obviously. The hunting lodge doesn't have a person. Production? Sewing hut's not done. What's your malfunction? So right now we should only have people in the woodshed and the excavation shed, so I don't understand why we have that red in the top. Is it because we're still in the process of building this? Let's finish this and see if it goes away. That was not the problem. Everybody should have tools. I don't understand. Woodshed? It says he's working. Excavation shed. Says she's working. She's got her pickaxe. And he's got his axe. So I don't understand. I know the hunting lodge doesn't have a worker. It's because I pulled the worker out, so... is that what our problem is? No, that's not our problem. I don't know what our problem is. Oh, and it just disappeared. Maybe that was the problem. So let's go ahead and take our flax stock and actually do stuff with it. This is going to give us quite a bit of XP. I am so glad that I didn't have to sit through 101 of these after stream. That's going to save me an hour. Okay. Yeah, there's a new level in production. No, we don't want to make all of them. I forget what the exact ratio is. I think we're looking at the simple linen shirts. We are. And it's a 1 to 2. Let me double check that. I'm not entirely sure that that was... Of course not. That'd be too easy. Doop. Let's see. So for our linen, it's the cap. Use the linen for hats, caps if you don't have wool, simple shirts if cap is still locked. So it's not the... Alright, we're going to have to check something because I'm not entirely sure that I was correct there. 1 to 2 for 200, 1 to 3 for 270. So if we're talking 60 each, so that's 3. So 3 times 60, that's 20 profit. And then this is 4. So 4 times 60 is 240, which is only 30 profit. It's 30 profit. So it's the linen shirt, not the simple linen shirt. Yeah, 60 times 4 is 240. 270 minus 240 is 30. And then over here we've got 60 times 3 is 180, which is 20. Yeah, no, it's the linen shirt. That was me being dumb. Totally wasted money on the other recipe, but oh well. I should have looked at my notes before I bought it. That's alright. It's not going to hurt anything. So we need a 3 to 1. So we're going to need 75. Well, we're actually going to need 25 linen fabric and 75 linen thread. So we're only going to make, 25 of the linen fabric. Ta-da! And this is going to make us quite a bit of money. We're going to wind up with 25 shirts that sell for 270 each. Granted, we're only going to get half that because of our current levels and things, but that's alright. It is better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, sweet. That got us another production level. Alright, so we can put 1 point into each of these. So those initial crafts will be faster. There's really not much that we need those points for with the fact that we're running the fast crafting. It really saves us quite a bit of issue with that. Okay, the simple bags can go away because we've got the field done for the season. Our stone knife, we should probably pull out the stone knives as well. Let's not pull out all the stone knives yet. I would really like to get... So we got our tailor up, which I was hoping for. We got our workshop up, which... Oh, right, the ladles! That's what I was missing. So let's come down and grab our sticks. Let's grab like half of them. And then we are going to turn these into wooden spoons. Sure. Bam. And there's the workshop 2 unlocked. Excellent. So that'll give us access to clay stuff, which realistically is not worth that much money. The main thing, if I remember right, that we used clay for was actually the clay bottles were the, or not the clay bottles, the clay vials were the best bet. Now we are going to need, I think it is clay bottle actually, for once we get the tavern. But for now, we don't actually need that. We are close to the smithy too, though, which is going to give us access to bronze. That's going to be huge. We are exactly halfway point-wise to the smithy too, but now that we can craft a bunch of this stuff really easily, that's going to save us some trouble. Alright, let's see about getting the donkey shelter up. I think that's going to be important. The problem is going to be where to put it. So we also still need another house up. I think what we're going to do is these houses that we're going to tear down and replace, we're going to put back here for now. I think that's going to be our best bet. So let's do... We do need another house to get some more people. How close are we to the next house tier? That's going to be important. So that's under building. Okay, yeah, we're still a ways away from the next house tier, so we're just going to throw up some temp houses back in here. That way we can tear them down without it causing too much of a disturbance. And you know what, honestly, we'll just keep them even with the road. Maybe a northeastern. Like so. So I think that's going to make our lives a little bit easier than trying to actually build the development area. The housing development area that I wanted. I don't want to build that early because we're going to have to replace houses, which means we're going to have to pace everything off just to make sure that we have room for the increased houses. So for now, we're just going to go with what we've got and keep these out by the road. We'll tear them down later. So I actually want to put our market stalls along where I'm putting the houses right now once we get those unlocked. But honestly, we'll have the third tier house unlocked before we get the market stall. So that's not really going to be an issue. I don't know why I was just attacking that log over and over. I was thinking and not paying attention to what I was doing. There we go. Oh. I did not get any rocks. I got logs instead. That was silly of me. It really, really was. Alright, so let's drop our logs. We're going to drop a log. Sorry, I had a 3-year-old moment there. Are you a bird? Nope, nope, you're just foliage moving oddly. Okay, so we need 12 rocks. And we have 1, 2... Wow, we're starting from scratch. Okay. At least we're not going to build the walls out of rock, so this isn't going to be super bad. Now, when we build the tier 3 houses, we are going to build those walls out of rock, but I don't want to waste all of our rocks on walls of houses that we are just going to tear down later. I think that's just going to be a huge waste of resources when we are already up to our eyeballs in sticks. And granted, sticks currently are making us money, but so are rocks. And rocks are making us more money. So I think that's important. There's 12. And where... No! Where did our logs go? Oh. Huh. And it still wasn't enough. This whole place is just a wasteland now. It's completely flattened of trees, except for, like, right in here. And that's soon to change. I have no idea how that didn't hit me. That was really close. All right. Honk. And we know that we're going to need some for the roofing and whatnot, so we may as well chop a couple extra. We're probably going to want to dip over and grab some extra straw as well. We'll save that for when we get to the roof. I know we still have some in storage, but this is going to take the majority of it. And then we're going to need that for the donkey shed as well. I think we'll probably wait until winter to go get the donkey, to be completely honest. Well, we're probably going to be stuck waiting till winter anyway, just for sheer dint of we don't have what we need for it currently. Okay, that was not enough logs, so we still need 4 logs? I think. It's 4 or 6 for up there. And then 1 and 1. Or 1 and 2. So let's do 6 and 3 is 9. Let's do 5 trees to get 10. Over here. Birch, anyway. And then we will grab some straw while we're at it. Do we have an extra axe? No, we are on our last axe. And we don't have enough stones to make another one, but I see 2 stones right here, so that's... easy fix. Easy, easy fix. Alright. So let's get our reed on. So if it's 6 times, I don't remember how much reeds are. So I know like the planks are 12, but I don't remember how many reeds we need per section. I guess we'll take like 120 and call it good. I mean, if it's not enough, it's not like we can't just come back over and get more. I would just like to avoid that if possible. Save us some time. Alright. So we need to knock over 5 of these birch trees to get our 10 logs. Alright, I know there's one more log here. Oh, he rolled away. He was making a run for it. Alright, so we're at 4 out of 10. Hello, rocks. Alright, realistically, this is probably enough logs. We can likely get the rest of what we need out of storage by now. He should have gotten some for the day. Also, let's build a new axe. We almost wiped out those reeds completely between our 3 different trips over there. That's okay, though. We needed them. They're not going to waste. And it's not like they spoil, so... Oh my, yes. We actually did need more logs because I forgot about the sides again. Like usual. And it is 3 sections. I was right on that. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3 more logs. So let's just head over here. We'll put the straw away and grab 3 logs. And carry on from there. So we still have 3 grand left. I feel like with what we've got for sale... And with what we've got for sale, and if with our incoming materials, that if we're smart about building the donkey shed, we should be able to afford a donkey right away, including all of the finery that goes with it. Now the question is whether or not we're going to be able to afford 2, because I would like a female as well, even if it's just a foal, or I guess whatever the female version of the foal is. But that way we can breed them so that we get our money back entirely from the donkeys eventually. I forgot the bloody inside too. 3 more. One day I'll get it all right on the first try, I promise. And that day the world will end. It looks sad next to our nice house, even though the nice house is smaller. Oh! Thanks, Stesso. That makes me feel a little better. So it wants us to kill a bear, a wincent, a moose, and get a bow. Is that going to lock us behind any progression or build size? Yep, that's going to up our building limit to 50. Which is actually going to up ours to 100. And give us 1200 Dynasty reputation. So, the bow we're going to have to buy. I am not spending money on a recipe for a regular bow when we only use the flat bow anyway. Let's see, we need 12 sticks and 2 rocks. Looks like we can make quite a few knives, too. We should probably go on another sale run. See if we can't start cleaning out some of these towns. Oops. Because we are going to need money here soon for taxes. let's clear out some of the stones and sticks to go ahead and get ourselves some more knives for sale. And see about running on a sale run for... You know what? We shouldn't use all of the sticks, realistically. We should keep some back for the donkey shed. That's a lot of knives. I don't know if I'm going to be able to carry that. Oh yeah, looks like we can. Okay, and it looks like we still have some sticks left. Not a whole lot, but we still have some. So let's go ahead and put our stone knives in there. So we should have quite a few stone knives in here right now. And then we will put our spoons in there. And our shirts can go in there for the time being. Fur and feather. And let's go ahead and see what we need to do. See, I really want to put the donkey shed over here. My biggest issue with it is we're going to put a farming hut here, and then we're going to put a house next to it, and then I want the donkey shed probably pointed this way. Well, the donkey is temporary anyway. Let's actually put it like out over here. It doesn't really need to be snuggled in like the horses will be eventually, because the donkey shed is very temporary. It is only a placeholder until we get ourselves the not a wooden fence. We want the stick fence, and we want the stick gate. Okay, so we're going to put our stick gate probably right here. And then we're going to put our stick fence as close as we can get to our stick gate with it letting us. We're going to run it out this way to the end of the building a little bit. Sure. Oh, alright, so that's 3 sections. That's 4. So let's do 3 sections. And we'll run this one this way. We're not going to give it a very big area, to be completely honest, because the donkey's not really going to range much. It's going to be out and about with us for the most part. So it doesn't really need a huge paddock, so to speak. There we go. Now we are going to need a buttload of sticks for this. But that's okay. So realistically, the fence isn't super necessary right away. I don't think we'll have any animal spawns over here. So, or at least hostile animal spawns. So it's not going to be a huge deal as far as that goes. Mostly the building itself is going to be the important part. Oh, we forgot a tree over here. Alright, so we've got 14 stones. That should be enough. I hope. I know that that's not going to be enough in logs. Let's get these other 2 down. It's probably still not going to be enough, but it'll give us a start. There goes that one. And that one. Right, we actually need planks for this too. Hey, we even have a street sign here. Nice. Okay, so we're going to need some planks and we're going to need some logs. I really should have looked closer at how many planks we needed. I want to say around 12. We'll take 12. So that's going to be 6 logs. How many logs can we take? How many logs can I take before we get super overburdened? That'll do. I know it looks really bad, like we're super overburdened, but once we chop some of these into planks, it won't be as bad. And then we're going to have to come back with straw as well. But we're already overburdened enough that I really don't want to try to slug straw over here with us currently. We'll come back for that. So this will get this prepped so that all we have to do is buy it on the first day of winter. Buy the donkey and buy the gear. And we should have enough money with the stuff that we're going to take with us. The downside is when you purchase an animal, since you buy it from the animal itself, that money does not go into the animal handler's inventory, which means we can't immediately get it back with our goods. Shit, we still need 10 more planks. Which is 5 logs. How much straw are we going to need? 24? No, 32? So we need 32 straw and another 5 crafts of planks, and then we should be good. So this will give us our 10 planks, and then 32. Come on. We should be good to put the logs back. We are off to a great start. It is not even the end of year 1 yet, and we already potentially have a mount. Yep, that's that. That actually worked out really well. Okay. And we're out of sticks. But that's alright. That is off to a fantastic start. I am very happy with how that's coming along. So we will start off. I don't think we actually... No, we do need it to be daytime to purchase, not the donkey itself, but the saddle bags, etc. We're going to need it to be daytime to buy those from the gal. We also probably want to do a little bit of hunting to get some more leather up for our bags and things for the farmers. What is with you guys and just like hanging out over here? It's weird. I don't like it. Let's see, I keep doing that, forgetting that animals won't be high-lit. The night hunting is actually kind of a problem. Because we can't see until we get that highlight. I think we may have screwed ourselves out of the deer by building the fields where we did. So I think they're too close to where the deer spawn, that the deer probably won't spawn anymore over here. I'm hoping that that's not the case, but I'm worried that it might be. Now I know that there's some wolfies in here too. Is that a boar? No, that's a badger. I don't want a badger. Badgers are dangerous. They are not worth the materials for how much effort you have to go through to kill the damn things. But the, yeah, I was hoping that I was wrong on that and that we would find some deer anyway. I know there's some wolfies up here, but they give fur, not leather, so that's not really as helpful as it could be. Some piggies wouldn't go amiss. But as it gets darker, it's going to get harder and harder to see prey. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's good hunting weather. It's too late at night. I know that there was something else that I had intended to build, and I cannot remember what it is. But it really doesn't matter because it is about that time of the night, guys. I will see if I can remember what else we needed to build. So yeah, we've got the kitchen, we've got that, we've got all the stuff through here. What do we have access to that we haven't built yet? Production, we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. We don't care about... Oh no, we've got the kitchen too, yeah. Extraction, we've got that guy, we've got that guy. We don't care about that, and we've got that guy. Hunting, we've got that up. Farming, we're good on farming. And pigs! Pigs! That's what it was. But I don't want to put them up yet until we get the other house over there situated. Because I want them to be over where I want the horses and eventually the sheep and geese. So for now, we're just going to go get a donkey during our next episode and probably try to get some of the other things built up. I would like to go hunting, but I really want to get us some better arrows before we try to take out a Wincent or a bear. So if you've learned anything useful today, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your evening, and thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Yep, you as well, Stesso. Have a good night, man.